Kim Belair has wanted Sweet Baby Inc. to be able to operate from the shadows. She has wanted as few people as possible to be paying attention to what this company's doing. And over the past year, she certainly hasn't gotten her way. But now we're actually finding out that there is another spider web of suspicious things going on with this company because it appears that they want to control the indie gaming scene. But before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, they have been called out, and in less than 24 hours, they have already deactivated social media accounts. They are trying their very best to hide all of the links that are now being called out, but this is a Smash JT article. It says, anyone who knows me knows that I'm a big indie gaming fan, often even more so than some of the most popular AAA titles out there. The indie gaming scene has always been a beacon of creative freedom for developers as well, offering alternatives to the mainstream gaming industry. I personally love indie games. I think that they are a foundation in this industry, and without indie companies, we definitely would have much less creative endeavors on our hands because they're the ones who are taking the risks. With AAA companies, when they're dumping hundreds of millions of dollars into games, typically they're trying to follow a safe formula, whether it is with monetization methods or just the content in general. And they're really afraid to break out of the box that they know makes money. And well, without indie devs, we wouldn't see a whole lot of innovation going on. At least I don't think so. And I definitely think that so many companies that are indie deserve lots of credit. But now, in a bombshell video published on the Gothic Therapy channel, Master of the TDS and his wife, Writing Raven, uncover quite the tangled web of secret connections between Landfall Games, Wings Interactive, and Sweet Baby Inc. And it's far worse than anything anybody could have imagined, which I don't necessarily agree with, because tomorrow we could find out that, I don't know, EA's owned Sweet Baby Inc. for the past decade, and I'd go, yep, that checks out. There is nothing that this company or the people behind it could do at this point that would really surprise me. But it says you may have potentially heard of Landfall Games previously for their lighthearted physics-based games like Totally Accurate Battle Simulator or Tabs and Cluster Truck, but beneath the cutesy surface, Landfall's more than just an indie game developer. It's running a hidden publishing empire through what looks to be multiple shell companies. Oh yeah, guys, that's not suspicious at all. At the heart of this shadow network is Wings Interactive, a so-called indie funding and consulting group, but as Gothic Therapy goes on to reveal, Wings is no true indie supporter. It is actually a front for Landfall Games, sharing not just the same address in Sweden, but also board members and legal titles. And you might be saying to yourself, oh, this might all just be some kind of, coincidence, and maybe they had ties to each other in the past, but it's not actually the truth. But funny enough, less than 24 hours after this had been shared, Wings has deleted their X account and removed the page on their website listing the games that they worked on. And they also deleted all of their news articles. So you might be saying to yourself now, oh, that looks really bad for them, because if this really wasn't true and we were just lunatic conspiracy theorists, why would they delete the entire account? Why would they remove the page that shows the games that they've worked on? Why would they delete news articles? Newsflash, they wouldn't. So now they have basically admitted to everything that has been uncovered. If this network wasn't shady enough, though, Kim Belair, the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc., was actually revealed by Master of the TDS to have sat on the Wings Interactive selection board. They even found the video where she openly admits it, and what's most telling was about how she alluded to also working on multiple other boards. I've also been on the advisory board of a few funding bodies, including the Wings Fund, which specializes in grants for women and marginalized people working in gaming and known for shaping game narratives through a DEI-driven agenda. SBI has long been accused by many gamers in the community of pushing activism into game development at any and all costs behind the scenes, which certainly is the case. They do not care about making high-quality entertainment. They just care about making, I suppose the best way to say it is like wide-reaching activism. They want as many people to see their political agenda as possible, and they do not want to leave any room for interpretation when that is put in to a piece of content. And these are the types of people within this industry who are making it worse. They are not trying to make it better, they're not trying to make it healthier, regardless of what they say. And to even make it worse, we now know that in April 2021, the League of Legends creator Riot Games contributed $1 million to Wings Interactive for projects from diverse teams. So we constantly hear the mainstream media saying, oh, Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do what you think they do. And oh, Sweet Baby Inc.'s only got a dozen employees and they're not that big. But they are that big, because while this isn't directly Sweet Baby Inc., it is Kim Belair. And who's Kim Belair? Sweet Baby Inc. So these companies are all tied together. And now we know that they have direct ties to Riot Games. This is a huge injection of cash from a major AAA company like Riot, and that raises a hell of a lot of questions. And now it's left me wondering what else is going to be uncovered over the next couple of days or even the next couple of weeks, because we now know that they are trying to very quickly hide their trail. They're trying to delete socials, and they're basically panicking at this point. Gamers do deserve to know who is really controlling the games that they play and who we are monetarily supporting when we go out of our way to purchase titles. And now, there's a slew of other problems and other questions that we're going to have. If we will get those answers anytime, who really knows? But this is definitely something that they are going to continue to try to sweep under the rug. They want as few eyes on Sweet Baby Inc. and Kim Belair as possible. And she's even admitted that in the past, that she preferred it when nobody was really paying attention to them. Yeah, because nobody was calling you out on your bullshit. And now every move that you make, or even when you do not make a move, people are scouring your socials. People are paying attention to posts you've made and companies that you've worked with in the past. And if Kim Belair had ever really wanted to be taken seriously within this industry, the time for that has passed, because she most certainly is not going to be. She could sit down and talk to any sort of content creator like Smash JT or Master of the TDS or myself, for example, or Stuttering Craig, but she refuses to. And instead, she's not trying to issue any clarifications or really quell the worries of gamers, because she's the type of person who just wants to say that, oh, we're all racists and sexists for criticizing her and criticizing her company, which of course is absurd. So I will definitely be keeping my eye on this situation, but it seems that Landfall Games, Wings Interactive, and Sweet Baby Inc. are secretly trying to control the indie gaming scene, and I, for one, am not particularly shocked by hearing this. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.